Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeward Studio. Today I have 3 Christmas ideas to share with you. And this video is part of a collaboration, which I will tell you about shortly. But first, let's just go make something. Okay, number 1. This is a thrifted piece, the plate is. And here's how I fix it up. I got this for $1.99, I think at St. Vincent de Paul's. It was from Pier 1 originally. It was $14.99 and it was in very good condition. All I had to do was clean it up a little bit. And I'm showing you this paper. I got it from Hobby Lobby. I did not use that because I'm going to put the deer head in the middle of it, and I thought I was going to put that under the deer head, but I thought it was just too busy. So the deer head here is from IOD, and this Christmas pack I got from last year. I have some antique wax. I have this gorgeous burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And then I have this also. It's a mini wreath from the Dollar Tree. I had all this from last year, except the ribbon. I did buy that ribbon this year. And so now I'm just going to take, and this is a rub-on transfer from IOD, and I don't know if they have any left this year from last year. They do have more releases this year that are just as beautiful. So I just transferred the deer right on there, and then I have these 2 little sparkly, they're like little ornaments, the transfer ornaments. And I transferred those on, and then I thought that it looked like it needed to hang from the top. It looked funny, kind of just floating in the air. So I took a pencil and I took and made a line on all 3 of these, the star in the middle as well. And then I took a dark brown marker and I just traced it, kind of like it was hanging on a chain. And now I'm just going to make a simple bow. This is an awareness bow. Make a loop, push it down, scrunch it up. I took a zip tie and I'm just going to tie it off in the middle. And now I'm going to dovetail both ends. And then I just hot glue it right on top there. And I scrunch up the ends a little bit and put a little teeny bit of glue there to hold them so they don't flop everywhere. And now I have this little mini wreath, and I pulled it all apart. I clipped everything off of it, and now I'm just taking piece by piece and gluing, not all of it, but most of it onto the top of this bow. I thought this turned out so cute. It's just so rustic, and these IOD transfers are just absolutely stunning. I know they have some this year. I didn't buy any because I had all of these from last year, but they're stunning. I'm tempted though. Let me tell you, I'm tempted. Maybe I'll look. Maybe I shouldn't look because I'll probably buy them anyway. Yeah, there's just some berries in here and pine cones and some holly leaves, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting them on here to my liking. I just kind of pick up a piece and kind of fit it in there. If I like it, then I grab my hot glue and pop it in there. And then I have these little gold balls that you'll see later on in another project in this video. Those were thrifted as well, and I just popped a few of those on there, and that's it. It was quick and easy, and this is absolutely stunning. I just love this, and it was made for pennies, basically. Okay, so today's video is part of a collaboration called Craft Your Stash, and the theme is anything goes. Obviously, I'm doing a Christmas theme, and I would like to thank the amazingly talented host, Lisa, with Crafting with My Best Life with Lisa, and the guest host is Catherine with A Perfect Place to Start. And if you haven't already, go check out their channels. You will not be disappointed. To make it easy, I did put their channel links in my description box below, along with the playlist for tons of ideas and inspiration. Okay, here is number 2, and here is what I thrifted. This beautiful little cup was 50 cents. You guys, check out rummage sales, church rummage sales. This was a rummage sale at a senior center, and I got some of the best stuff, and I can't wait to share some of the stuff with you. Even more Christmas stuff, but I got it this summer. Anyway, I have all these pieces for this. I have the cup, the Santa. That is actually from the Dollar Tree. I bought that Santa this year. I have some ornaments that were thrifted. I have the LED lights, the Christmas tree. I don't know what I showed you. The little gold bulbs, this little remnant from the Dollar Tree car cloth. And then I don't know where I got these half foam pieces here, but I don't know if I thrifted them or what, but they're perfect for the cup. And these tags I tore off of packages. One was from a article of clothing. I just liked it and I kept it, and that's what I do. And then I have some little remnant strings here. So I'm going to show you, this is the kind of stuff I go for when I thrift. This bag was like $2 or $3, and you get all these little goodies in here, and you can do so many projects with these just for a couple of bucks. Some of this stuff is junk, you have to throw it away, yeah, but a lot of it is really good, and you can use these in so many different ways. And sometimes you get vintage little pieces that are super cool. Even pine cones, that was $1 for that bag. Here's another bag. Now these bags sometimes are not hanging on the wall and in your face. They're on the bottom shelf. They're shoved in the back. They look kind of like they're thrown in with a bunch of junk, but I pick. I am a picker. I go through the thrift store with a fine-tooth comb, and if I am with my kids, they are like, oh no, we're waiting in the car, or if they find out I'm going, they will not go with me. But I love it. I have so much fun, and I just find so many really cool things, as you can see here. Okay, so this is what I did with this teacup. I have that car cloth. Like I said, I just cut off the edges because they were stitched and I didn't want to see them. I just took that half foam ball there, and I'm just gluing this car cloth all over. I'm just going to squinch it up, push it in, and just keep on gluing it until it covers the whole thing. And you know, I don't want the little edges sticking out either. So the flat goes on, the flat is on top, and the rounded part of the ball is on the bottom. And I just glued it in there really, really well. Okay, so I have this Christmas tree from the Dollar Tree. I just removed the bottom, and then I just took my little poker tool, my owl, and I made a hole in there, and then I'm just gluing the tree down there. And I took my Santa that I got this year from the Dollar Tree. He was a little tethered. He's holding a wreath, and I don't know, he was all fuzzy and strings hanging off everywhere. Just clean those pieces up. Sometimes they can turn out really, really super cute and look great in projects like this one. So I trimmed off his beard and everything. And then I took his hat and I glued it down because it was sticking way up. And then I took a little pom-pom and glued it on the tip of his hat, and now I'm just going to glue his feet down. He's going to stand right next to the tree there. And here's my little thrifted pieces, these little ornaments. I'm just going to glue them all around. So, you know, let's say this is a great gift, or this is a great shelf sitter. But let's say you use it as a shelf sitter, you don't want it anymore. The good thing about hot glue is you take the blow dryer to it and the glue comes off, and you could salvage these pieces and use them in another project. But yeah, the little rocking horse was thrifted, and then this little cute little vintage sleigh. And I popped that in there, and I don't know what this candy cane was. I've never seen it. It had material around it. I think someone made it, but I thought it was cute in all these colors. The white, the red, and the green, they all match. And now I have these little balls here. I got a couple packages of those. Those were $2. And I'm just throwing them in there for a little bit of pizzazz and a little bit of sparkle. And now I take the bottom of this LED light and I glue it onto the styrofoam ball. And now I'm going to make this candle look like it's melting. So I just took my hot glue gun just with regular glue, and I was holding it up on top and letting it run down. And now I didn't like the top because it was that like bright, I call it bright blue, they call it white, but it looks blue to me. And I'm just painting it. I gave it a couple good coats of yellow acrylic paint. And while that's drying, I have these tags, and this was on a package, so it had writing on it, and I didn't throw it out. I'm using it, even though I have a lot of tags. I have wood tags, I have metal tags, and yep, I wanted to use these. So anyway, I painted it with sandstone chalk paint on both sides. So I painted it 2 times, but I let it dry completely between each coat. And then I took some antique wax and I'm just distressing it a little bit. And I'm just showing you how you can take things like that other tag, I'm gluing it on top. I painted that as well. The reason I painted it is because that is a material tag, but it also had the name of the manufacturer like written on it, and you could see it, so I had to paint it, and then I painted the bottom of that tag darker so you couldn't see it. I hope that makes sense. But I'm showing you how you can use things like this. You don't have to throw them out. You don't have to spend money on stuff like this. You can thrift things and put them together and get some really super cute or beautiful pieces. And then that baker's twine, that was on the tag, that was on a package that I kept, and I just looped it through the tag there. Now I have these little stampers. I think those are from Michael's. And I have the red ink, and I just stamped Joy on the tag. And I'm just going to tie it to the cup. And then 2 of the, what are they? AAA batteries. Yep, 2 AAA batteries go in the candle there. And this is gorgeous. I love it. It is so cute. And I think even the Santa kind of looks vintage. And by the way, while I'm thinking of it, a really cute channel, Ginger Chick Rehab. I'll put her link in my description box below. Last year, she did a ton of this. She's a huge thrifter. She does some gorgeous work. Go check out her channel as well if you haven't, if you like thrifting. She just does some gorgeous flips, and she did a ton of little cups like that last year, and that's where I got my inspiration from. Okay, number 3, last but not least, and this is simple and cute, and I believe all these pieces are from the Dollar Tree, and you can make this in 5 minutes, and this could be an ornament too, or it could be a tiered tray piece. So I had the 3 wood rounds from the Dollar Tree. Those are great if you can find them. I have the mosaic pieces, which I pulled out, the red and the green ones. I have a doily from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a big pack with small, medium, and large. I have the snowman and the lantern. Some paint, and that is chalk paint in the color ink, which is black, in the antique wax. Okay, so first we are going to paint this lantern black. I do not paint the inside. I don't think it needs it, and I couldn't really figure out how to paint on the inside. I probably could have figured it out. It probably would have taken forever, but I didn't think it needed it. But I painted everywhere else, the top, the bottom, the back, the front. And now while that's drying, this is the medium wood round. So it comes in a pack of small, medium, and large, not super large like the ones that they sell, the large ones by themselves. They're smaller, but I have the medium one here. And I took and stained both sides with the antique wax, and then I took a doily and I just glued it on with my little glue stick. Yeah, that's what it is. And as you can see, I braid it, and then I'm wiping off my brayer because if I don't right there, and then I'm going to forget, and I didn't want to ruin it. So anyway, now I have the mosaic pieces, and I'm going to put them on the bottom all the way around, and the top as well, all the way around. So it's red, green, red, green, red, green. And then I glued the little snowman on top. You can glue anything on top of that. You can glue a bird, and this can be an ornament with some greenery on it. This is super cute. Anything goes with this. I put a snowman on mine. I might actually do another one and make a bird and make an ornament on it. I think I'm going to do that in one of my next videos. But anyway, he's so cute. And this is a great piece to, put on a gift, or like I said, a tiered tray. And then the wood round, I was going to glue it on top, and then I realized I couldn't turn the light on. So you can glue it on the back like that if you want. And here is the whole shebang.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your king.
And I thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out the host channels, the playlist, and like I always say, I'll be back real soon. And until then, have a blessed week. Bye.